Oh, baby. It is the first football Thursday of the 2020 fantasy football season. I'm Johnny Danger with fantasyfootballblueprint.com. My friends, it is time to start your DFS lineups with DraftKings, and I am here to give you some tipsy sleeper picks. There's no use talking about the top players. We all know who is the best at each position. We all have our own opinions on which ones are going to thrive. But what really makes the difference in fantasy football is figuring out where those sleepers are, having those ownership pivots to guys that may be less owned than the studs. I'll start at the quarterback position in the game that I love. I'm a huge 49ers fan, and you know that I am rooting for them. But I'm not sure that the defense this year will be as strong as it was last year. And regardless, the Arizona Cardinals had no trouble scoring at will in the 2 victories they had when they swept the season series. I love Kyler Murray. I love Hopkins. I even like Drake on the other side. But I think the under-owned group here is going to be Jimmy Grapes to Kendrick Bourne. Yes, Debo is hurt. Ayuk is hurt. So Kendrick Bourne had a touchdown in each game against Arizona last year. Both these guys are really nicely priced, with Kendrick at $5,000, but Jimmy Grapes at $5,800 is going to go extremely underowned. Maybe rightfully so, but I don't call these tipsy picks for nothing. Right there with him at $5,700, Baker Mayfield. They're going up against Baltimore, who of course had a very good defense last year, and the Browns underperformed. But I really think that they've got another year in their system. Odell's looking good, and you're going to notice a theme through this list. And I support Baker Mayfield at $5,700, who's going to have to throw the ball to keep involvement in this game. Moving on to running backs, keeping with my theme, Kareem Hunt. The game script here should keep Hunt heavily involved, as the passing game should outweigh the running game for the Browns if they have any chance of staying in this or even winning the game. Chubb was very highly drafted, but I am going on record right now saying that Kareem Hunt will outscore him in fantasy leagues, especially PPR, and it's going to start right here in week 1. Below that, I'm going to take a shot at Joshua Kelley. I know that that's not a sexy name right now. I know Austin Eckler is in a lot of my DFS lineups, but this 6-footer is going to get some goal line carries. He's going to get some tough third downs. I like him a lot. I think he can vulture a score here, and at $4,300, he might give you the salary relief that you need. Moving on to wide receivers. Again, we're sticking with my Browns. Odell Beckham Jr., criminally underpriced at $5,900 for his talent level. Yes, it's Baltimore. Yes, there'll be a lot of attention on him. But for $5,900, I just can't ignore the talent. We already talked about Kendrick Bourne at $5,000, so we'll move on to the rookie Bryan Edwards. Taking on the number 1 and 2 role are 2 rookies out of Vegas, and Bryan Edwards and Henry Ruggs. I'm on the Edwards train. I got him on a couple of benches, and I'm playing him in a couple of week 1 lineups in DFS. I think it's a great opportunity against the Chargers to really show why they drafted him and get you some points on the board. The last one, $3,900, sub 4K. Talk about a tipsy pick. I'll drink to that. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside of the Philadelphia Eagles. Almost everyone is out. Deshaun Jackson is healthy, and I think he's going to get a lot of attention. He'll get a little play from me, and rightfully so. He's going to most likely have a very good game. But for $3,900, you're looking at a guy on the other side of Deshaun Jackson who's going to have to be that guy that gets the targets, that gets the possessions, that keeps the drives going, waiting for that home run from Jackson down the sideline. At tight end, man, I really don't have any value here, friends. I'm playing Kittle, I'm playing Ertz, I'm playing Hurst, but if you got to go low, I could maybe see Herndon up in the Jets doing a little something, Eifert for Jacksonville, or maybe even Irv Smith working with kind of an under-talented wide receiver core in Minnesota might get a little play, all of which are $3,300, $3,300, $3,200. Not a bad way to save some salary. As for defenses, I just keep hanging up on the Colts. I think they're a great lineup against Jacksonville, minus Fournette, with Minshew, who's my boy, but man, he's probably going to throw a couple interceptions here. Paying up for the Eagles if you want to pay up, and if you absolutely need that sub 3K, I could see a chance for the Detroit Lions to hold the Chicago Bears in check. I'm Johnny Danger, again, with fantasyfootballblueprint.com. Cheers.